Hello everybody, welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you tips on mistakes you want to avoid whenever you're playing Etheria Restart. I made a lot of mistakes during the beta and I hopefully could help you avoid doing the same mistakes that I did. So yeah, without wasting any time, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to get into is for the summons. So you have like all these banners that you could pick from to choose. You also have a selector. You can select whichever character that you want to pick, yeah. But I recommend that you wait and pull on this and see what you get. Depending on what you get, you can choose whichever character you want afterwards. Because I don't want you to select the character. Maybe you select Chiada and then get a Chiada here. That's really bad. Dupes in this game are not very good. So it's not beneficial for you to get any additional dupes of the character. So it's best to get more characters or new characters into your account. So what I would recommend, just clear up until preferably you would clear up until chapter 5. Just so you can get like as many resources as possible before you use your selector. And then after you have done all your pulls, you can also you could go here and choose whoever you want from the selector. But also for this part of the summons, there's not three things, but like periods at which you could do them. So for me, if you're very impatient, you could just like pull, and once you finish with chapter 4, you could just select whichever character you want, because you've already got like a lot of resources and you already know which characters you have. You can select whichever one you want. Either you need a tank, you can go Tiamat or Hellkid. You need a healer, you can go, don't go Lingong because you will get her for free. You go I wouldn't recommend Mia as well, because I would recommend Rahu, whichever one you want, Klaus, whichever character you want, you can select them. But also, you could also wait a week into the game. I know that's a long time, but you could also wait a week just to see which like character you need. Because what mistake I made while I was playing, I chose while I was playing, I chose Chiada. I love Chiada so much. I think she is like really, really good. I really like her. But the issue is, once I picked her, I couldn't you can't guarantee a character that you need, right? For an example, I was clearing, and she, as good as she isn't like good everywhere, and she can't cover up like the gaps in the team that you need. Like for example, I was clearing with her and I realized, oh shit, I do not have a tank, so I couldn't pick Hellkid or Tiamat at the time, so I was already in. So that sucked. So I had to like improvise and get like certain characters that have like a certain reduction, increases defense. Using her is really good as well, but she isn't as good as Hellkid or Tiamat. So I would recommend you waiting for a week just to see where your account progression goes, and you could choose whichever character you feel like you need. Or also, you could wait 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you're going to get a random SSR character from the banner, from the missions, and after you get that, you could use a selector just so you can guarantee that you don't get a dupe for a character that you already have, right? But yeah, that's it. Okay, tip number 2. I recommend not using mental stabilizers at all in this period, like at all. I know you want to progress fast, you want to do this. If anything, I would recommend just not max refreshing, of course, even if you're free to play. I wouldn't recommend you use any of these. So I would recommend that you use Hydra crystals over using mental stabilizers, because what happened during the beta is that we got 2x events where you get like 2x drops on these, or like shells or like modules that you want. So saving up for them is really huge, because if you notice here, you have a limit of how many you could use a day, whereas with this you can farm them infinitely, you know. So as much as you could like wait to say to use your crystals, I would recommend just waiting for this, because you can farm them infinitely and get even more drops of whichever resource you want to either sell, shells, modules, or EXP for characters. I wouldn't recommend this though, but I would recommend 1,000,000% investing in this, like saving up for this and getting massive drops. Okay, for tip number 3, I would recommend not investing in too many characters, because there's a lot of there isn't that much resources for you to level every single character, but I feel like you will need to level some essential characters for certain game modes. For example, for clearing story, you don't need to upgrade many characters. I don't know why I like to click summon so much, but yeah, like these, just pick 4 characters. Ideally you want a tank, a DPS, is a good support, and a healer. So for a healer you could go Sanya if you have her, or let's go to this SR. I actually don't know which SR characters to pick, but for this I know you could go, if you have Dorothy, build her for supports, and Kazuyo's not a support, but yeah, Sanya, Chiagi, you could build this Dorothy, but she isn't as good. But yeah, those are the 3 supports I recommend that you build. And then other units, Dina's a fucking monster, man. She amplifies the damage by so much, and she's just so fucking good for so many bosses, so leveling her is really good. Kraken as well. Kraken is very good for Doki because of his stun. Doki requires stuns, that's just so she doesn't deal like a massive amount of damage, so having him is very good. Where's Marvel? Marvel is really good as well. Marvel is really good if you need like a support. So these would fall under like, I would say they're more enablers than supports. They're not DPSs, they're more enablers. So Kraken and Marvel fall under that. And if ever you need like decent DPS or that is free, of course you get Liang, right, which is really good. So you're gonna go Dieting or Victor. They're really good for farming shells and modules. Or Gray, you could go Gray. Gray is very good. Also, another tip is you could choose which characters to build by prioritizing, seeing which of these you prioritize. Like if you prioritize shells, you could go here, see, oh yeah, let me not use this as an example, but like these like shells in the future that you will need, and some give speed or like enhanced abilities that enhance your characters by a lot. You could like check, or like, oh yeah, I want to clear this, and then look here, oh, which characters are being built? Oh, Rina, I have Rina. You can build Rina, you can build Liane is always going to be good. I highly recommend building her, unless if you pulled like, I don't even know if you could pull Messiah from the standard banner, but if you pulled him, sure. But yeah, look at every clear here. Granted, everybody has her, that's why it's like this, but it just proves my point that she's very good. So using Liane and using Gray is very good. And then for the, yeah, and that's how you determine which characters to build. You could say like, oh, Liane is not only is she good for clearing the story or PvE, She's also good for farming shells. If you want to prioritize shells, you're like, oh, okay, I have Leon. I can use Leon in gray, and then like insert like a support here, look and see whichever characters that you have and invest into them. You could do the same for Doki. Doki requires so if you want to farm modules that have speed, which I will be doing, and I recommend many people to do so as well. Doki requires a lot of CC, so like I said, the characters like Kraken are very good. Even look at this, Leanne Gray. You could use like Leanne Gray, put Kraken here and like a support, a sustain, you know, just so you could survive and you're good, you know. So not investing in too many characters is very recommended. You could like see which characters you want to invest into by looking at the requirements or like what people are clearing with. Okay, the last tip is that I would recommend not pulling for Freya. I don't think Freya is worth your pulls at all. I think there's so many characters that do what she does better. If you need like a sustain, you can go. We're gonna get Lingwo in like a week, I think. I forgot how long it is, but yeah, we're gonna get Lingwo, who is so much better than her. So I would recommend not pulling for her. Unless if you really like her, then go for it. I think if you like her design, you like her, then sure, fuck it, just go for it. But yeah, that's it for all the tips, and hopefully I can help you avoid some of the mistakes that I made along the way and make your gaming experience a lot better. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.